AI just keeps getting better and better. Just last week, I created this video with Sora, and on that channel, the video received 10 million views, over 200,000 likes, and comments from across the globe. The people who learn AI early will have a huge advantage. So what I found the best platform for this is Higgsfield AI. Let's say I love the aesthetic of this photo, and I would like this person to help model a clothing line that I have. What I can do is, I can click recreate. Also, just some context. Once you click on any example, it'll give you the prompt that actually produced this image. So now what you're going to do is, you're basically taking on the role of the director. As an example, let's say that I'm trying to sell a retro handheld game. So let me add here, as he holds a retro handheld. Let's click generate. Now I'm using the free account to showcase that you can use this free of charge, but I would recommend getting the premium version, and I'll show you why in just a second. So as this is generating, I'll show you what I do if I find someone who I'd like to be a model for my products. So what you do is, you'd copy this prompt, and what you want to look for is distinctive features. There's an aesthetic to this image, and you want to figure out what exactly is producing that. She's going for a rebellious look, messy bun. These are all elements of the aesthetic. She has stacked jewelry. This is also important. What device it's being shot on, and what the style of the footage is, which I have right here. With these distinctive features, we'll be able to reproduce this aesthetic and create our own brand image. So this seems like a great example of a jewelry brand. And let's see how our image is doing. So here we go. Very similar to the original image, except now we've been able to insert our product, which was the handheld game. Do one more example with the jewelry. But you're probably wondering, how do we make this model consistent every time? We just produced a very similar aesthetic, but you can see this is clearly a different person. Now this is why I recommend Higgsfield, because they've really gone above and beyond. They have something called a Soul ID character, where you can create your own unique character. Now for this, you can even upload yourself and use yourself as a consistent model for your products, which is pretty cool. What you'll need is 20 plus, I'd recommend 50 photos of you or whoever you want the model to be. Now think of the possibilities here. You're able to create hundreds of product shoots that would have normally cost thousands of dollars and taken so much time. Now once you've created your model, you have your brand aesthetic, you have your model, and the way you add your model is right here, character. You would add the character that you just created here, and now whenever you generate, you will have a consistent brand image, and you'll have a consistent model for each of your images. There are a handful of companies already using this to generate 6 figures, but I really do think that this is still an untapped market with a lot of potential. Just to give you an idea, Keon, this character, this is a real character, and she has a 6-7 figure music deal already. Now, very similar concept for generating videos. So to give it some direction, there are 3 main components. Going back to the photo, you can see that because we explored and we found the aesthetic, it pre-filled that template for us. But remember to add this as well to keep a consistent aesthetic for your image generation. Now going back here, you'd also want to find a consistent aesthetic for your video generation. You can add a start frame and an end frame to give it even more direction, which brings us to the second aspect of it, which are the distinctive features that we talked about earlier. Again, you can go to the Explore tab, and you can find a video that you find compelling. Find something that matches your brand and your aesthetic. Again, you can find the example prompt that generated this here. Find the distinctive features. You'll fill them out here in the prompt. And that's already 2 of the 3. The last thing is the model. This is really important. Higgsfield allows you to use all the different company models in one place. So for example, we have Sora, which is from ChatGPT. We have Google Veo, which is from Google. So these will all provide a different aesthetic, but also a different cost. What I suggest is go back to the Explorer page, note what model they're using. In this case, it's WAN 2.5. What I personally recommend is Google Veo. It has the best blend of quality and cost. But again, find one that suits your use case when it comes to aesthetic and the budget. Very similar idea to the image generation. And again, this is all found on Higgsfield.ai. I've been using AI extensively in my own businesses, and these are the services that have worked best for me and helped me the most. I hope that they can help you out as well. Don't be intimidated by AI. We're all learning this together. Just you trying to learn AI is already putting you way ahead of the majority of people. If this video has helped, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm a software developer. I've been working in tech for the last decade, and I'll be making a lot more videos like this to help you fully utilize tech. Hope this helped, and have a great day.